welcome to Sarah Stitch. This is episode 14, maybe? I'm Sarah, and welcome back. This is my knitting podcast, my little place on the internet where I can talk about all of my knitting, makes, etc. without telling my family and friends, boyfriend, every single day what my plans are before they kill me and never listen to me again. So we finally have another morning filmed episode because I woke up early today. It is still busy season. I'm an accountant in Hoboken, right across the river from Manhattan. We'll be commuting to work as always as soon as I stop recording because I'm not that far ahead. But my neighbor just walked right in front of the window and looked in. Perfect, not awkward at all. So I guess if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, etc. My Instagram is sarahs.stitch. Ravelry will be linked below. It's not sarahs.stitch. I think it's SE Lynch527, but it's always linked below, as well as all projects, dyers, yarn stores, anything else I talk about, makers, they all should be linked below. So let's get started. So what I'm wearing today is actually, full disclosure, I was gonna film yesterday, so I wore this yesterday and I didn't get around to it because I woke up late, but I still wanted to wear this. So wearing it again will be changing before I go to work, but this is the Great Gingham Raglan by Jessie Made Designs. I knit this last year right when it came out. It is knit out of Spin Cycle Cold Comfort and Woolberry Oasis, and the Oasis was the colorway, and the base Berry Heather, maybe? It's like the sport weight natural. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the texture of it, but it's very definitively plied, but this is what it looks like. It is a little cropped for my liking to wear to work. Also, I don't love the neck, but so yesterday was actually the first time I've ever worn it, and I've had it for well over a year. But we have yarn falling. I wore it, it was fine. It's a little cropped, so like there was a bit of midriff yesterday. I have to keep pulling my shirt down. I wear like a tank top underneath because I think it's because when I started work, it was, I mean, I work in obviously a very conservative, got there in the end, had to stop recording to think. Very conservative career and line of work. So crop tops don't exactly go over well. I think I would wear this as is, out and about, not to work. Like, because I started at a conservative company and we had to go in every single day of the week. And when I started, we had dress business professional every day. I can't, like, now I can wear jeans, but I think we could wear jeans after my first year, but that's neither here nor there. But I still, like, I can't wear ripped jeans. Personally, I can't wear ripped jeans. I don't even know if we're allowed to wear ripped jeans, but I don't think I could ever wear ripped jeans just based off of having to wear business professional for the first year and a half of my career. It's a pretty big swing. But, so I wore a tank top underneath this to work, but not to work I wouldn't have. I think that's it. So yes, if I made this again, I would add like another, maybe like 2 block gingham repeat, because I do love it and it looks phenomenal on. It's also like a very striking, I'm very happy with my color selection on this one. I think this is the first Spin Cycle project I did too, maybe. What else? Add another repeat. Oh, and maybe it would, Lily from, I don't know what she changed her podcast name to. Curio Stitch, maybe? No, that's Erin. Or maybe Erin's Curia. Curtorial? I think that's what she changed her name to. She did a great gingham, and she used, I know it's someone else, but I can't remember their name. They have like a pattern or instruction on how to change things to be a raglan that fits you better. I would do that, because this is annoying. But, all right, let's get into finished objects, because I have to pick up the pace a little bit. First finished object, we will go through what's been on the needles longer, which I think are these. They are finally finished. They are my everyday socks, which is a pattern by Petite Knit, and the color is a Homespun House Patreon sock set. I believe it was from November 2022, and the main color is called Celebrate, and the contrast, which I used for just cast on in one round at the top, heel and toe, is Christmas Jammies. And Christmas Jammies is one of Molly's like normal Christmas colors. So I think the pairing together is really fun. I don't think I have any socks that I've made that are speckled or variegated on both the main and the mini, or like the contrasts. So I really like them, and they fit pretty well. They've not been blocked. I literally finished them Monday night because I was gonna film Tuesday. It's Wednesday. They haven't been blocked. I probably won't block them because I just wear them and then I'll wash them when I wash them. But when I finished the first sock, I don't think I tried it on, and I was like halfway through the foot of the second sock and was like, oh, maybe I'll try on the first sock because I haven't made this pattern before. Sorry, I'll put these down so I stop clacking. And it felt like a smidge too short, so I made the second sock 5 stitches longer, or 5 rows longer, and then picked up all the stitches, just the row below the heel, so like right there, and ripped the heel, cut the heel, ripped out whatever was left, knit 5 more rows, and then redid the toe, just to give it a little bit more length. Okay, coffee time. So I did that to give it a little bit more length, and they fit better now. So one thing I really like the pattern because it kind of flew by, and Petite Knit's pattern I think came with like a stripe option in the like sample photos. I think that would be really fun to do. What was not as fun, and I would not do again when I make them again, because I will make them again. They were great. Contrast heel. Maybe it's because I don't do German short row heels often, so I don't really know how to like fully modify it. I really just wung it both times and didn't give myself notes, so why would I remember what I did the second time? So first and second socks, slightly different heels, I think, because I definitely didn't do it the same. The pattern does not have it written in to change to a contrast yarn, so I believe this is most German short roll heels, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe when you knit them, I know when you knit them, you knit the first half of the sock, first half of the heel, and then you do like one round all the way around the sock, not just on the heel stitches. So if I had used the contrast color to do that, there would have been a single line of Christmas jammies right through, which I didn't want. So I kind of had to like fudge it a little bit, and I think I just did one extra turn into the leg stitches, or like the foots, whatever. the main color stitch is right here, on both sides, to like knit over, or knit or purl over the German short rows, because you need to do that so you can, I'm not going to explain this well, but you do it so you can knit over the German short rows so they're back down to one stitch rather than a turn stitch, so you can do another round of German short rows to build back up the heel. If that makes sense. It might not, but that is how you do it. So that is what I think I did. I know that's what I did on my second heel. Not really sure what I did in the first one. They're both fine. There's no holes in them. So I'm very happy with that, and I think even if there is a little tiny hole, it's not the pattern's fault, it's my fault, because I didn't know what I was doing with the contrast heel. But that is my socks. Maybe I'll wear them today, actually, because I don't have socks to wear. All right, next finished object is the Lento sweater. So, don't know, is there a right side and a wrong side of this? Or front and back? I don't know. My Lento sweater. Let me awkwardly stand up. It has yet to be blocked. I'm thinking I'm gonna do an Instagram reel blocking situation, because why not? Be fun. So this is what it looks like. Everyone has seen it a million times, so I'm not gonna go over it too much. I swear all my ends were woven in. I just haven't snipped them yet. I was waiting to block it. But this is knit out of Woolberry fiber, berry merino, in the color Camp Woolberry, and it is held with a strand of Kama Rose Monstraller in the shade Lys Beige. And I think today is going to be the best possible day to show it, because I'm actually filming in the sun. It has, the Kama Rose Monstraller is their like Surrey, but it has, oh, please focus. Hope it's not gonna show it. It's a sparkle sweater, and I love it. So I don't know why it doesn't show up on camera, because it's so good. So for this, my modifications I knit a gauge swatch, because 2023 is the year of gauge swatching. Not to toot my own horn, but because I gauge swatched, I knew I had to go down a needle size because I was too loose. So I knit the body on a 1/2 millimeter smaller than what the pattern calls for. I think the pattern calls for a 6 millimeter. I knit on a 5.5. And then the other modifications I did, ribbing, I also went down 1/2 millimeter. So I think I knit 4 millimeters. And then I did twisted rib, cuffs, neck hem. And for the raglan, the pattern calls for knit front backs. I just did make one rights, make one lefts, because I wasn't loving how the purl bump was looking with my lighter yarn. I would absolutely make this again. It's so quick, it's phenomenal. Used 2 skeins of the hand dyed, so rumors are true, it actually works. And it used almost all of my 2 skeins of hand dyed. I made the size 3. It should be on my Ravelry, but I think I made the size 3. And then I knit it for about 1 inch longer than it called for in the body, because I finished this like a month ago ish, 3 weeks ago. Tried it on, didn't love how long it was, because like this is a solid work sweater, and it was not, and maybe it was like 1/2 inch longer than this, which is not exactly, again, work appropriate. So ripped out the ribbing, knit another inch, and then knit the ribbing again. So I did, I don't think I saved the ribbing from the first time. I had it just in case I needed it, and then realized I wasn't gonna need it, so I just chucked it because I didn't want to knit with like noodle yarn, and it was all mixed up with the Surrey, so I chucked it. So I probably had like 15 grams left, maybe, maybe 10, including the ribbing from the first iteration, but that is it. Coming to my Instagram soon, hopefully. And yeah, can't wait. Love it. Oh, and the speckles, oh, it looks so good from far away too. I think it's gonna be a great spring length sweater because it's like kind of bracelet length sleeves. I might grow a bit in blocking. I didn't block my swatch. Oh no, I did block my swatch. I didn't measure my swatch before I blocked it and after I blocked it, so I don't know how much it's gonna grow, but this is it. Fold this up and pretend like I have it together. Alrighty, works in progress. Actually, coffee, then works in progress. Okay. Alright, works in progress. So, I'm just gonna grab whatever's in front of me because I have it all piled up in a very chaotic fashion. Okay, so first work in progress is more Woolberry. This is my Cumulus blouse by Petite Knit as well, and I have joined in the round. Show it this way so you can see the colors, hopefully. I'm only a couple rounds into joining in the round. I was incredibly motivated to get it joined and then realized there was still more increasing and was not as incredibly motivated because I wanted to just knit round and round and round forever and ever and ever. So this hasn't gotten much love in a few days. So I should bring it back out, but yeah, you can see I'm a whopping 2 rounds into the round, but at least there's no more purling. And like I said, this is again Woolberry Fiber Co. I'm knitting it out of colors from the Coastal collection last year, and these are the colors. It's both Surrey, so this blue one is Pacific, and then this one is Tidal. And I love how they're working up together because this is almost the same, to me it seems like it's almost the same base as this one, so they're playing really well together. And I knit my Anchors tee, the tweed one, out of this color as well, so clearly I like the color. But wow, the sun is just sunning right now, so sorry for the shadows. But all of the speckles are coming out really well on this, I think. It's going to be easier to show once it's more in the round, or further into the round, but it's not squashed on my needles. But especially the blue pops, like the dark blues, are really coming through. So I love it. It's super cozy. I'm so intrigued to see how warm this is, because this, for how much I've done, not much knitting has been done on it. So this would be a definite contender for making again. I know this pattern is not size inclusive. I don't know if she's going to update it. A lot of Petite Knit's older patterns aren't as size inclusive as they should or could be. Her newer patterns, I believe for the most part, are. And she's been going back and updating patterns, older patterns, to I think go up to a 5XL. I think this only goes to 2XL maybe. I might be making that up, maybe 3XL, but it does not go all the way up to 5XL. For most, if not all, Petite Knit patterns, I knit a size small, so this is a size small, and I'm knitting on 4.5mm needles, which I think is called for in the pattern. I usually am on gauge or very close to gauge with Petite Knit for my finished objects, so I did not do a gauge swatch. Didn't happen. I was too excited. But yeah, so I'm probably will pick this up again soon. This is my first project with just 2 strands of mohair, or sorry, or fluff of any sort, so it's an interesting thing to get used to because I can almost pretty much knit and do ribbing without looking on like fingering to DK weight, but this, I have not mastered that skill yet because it's so incredibly thin. So need to work on that more, but this is the Cumulus blouse. Alrighty. My apartment's gonna be destroyed for me tonight. All right, next is, do this. Go through the New Zealand's. This is my Brioche Adventure by Jonathan Tallow. This is my Advent project from 2022, which I am so close to finishing. It's so good. So, this is how we're going. And this is knit out of Prosper Yarn in the 2022 Advent, like I said. And this is on their singles base. And I have four more colors left. Has been a labor of love, not because the pattern's hard or because I don't like the yarn. It's just been, I want to cast on all of the things all of the time, and I can get through the like rows pretty quickly. I think it takes me about like 10 minutes to do both sides of the brioche and one row, but I don't know why I haven't been reaching for it as much, so it's kind of just been lingering. So I have these four colors left, which are the most Christmassy Christmas colors. And I love that this red was put in there because it's gonna just give such a good like pop, because it's not gonna show on the front. So the way that the shawl works, scarf, shawl, what do I think this is that at the start you have your main color and your contrast color on the back. I know these two are really close, so it's kind of difficult to tell, but then the next section, the contrast color from here becomes the main color. So when I get to the end, if we use like the example of the colors I'm on right now, it's only gonna be the yellow, and then I'm gonna end, and the green is just gonna be on the back. So that red's just kind of peek through, and it's gonna be like a little hint of Christmas at the end of the scarf, which is adorable. I think that's all I have to say on this. It's massive. I love it. I think I have about 8 or 9 grams left of every color, so I'm going to save them and maybe like do like another mini advent for myself next year with the day 25 skeins I have, which I haven't used yet, which were kind of they were a like almost similar to the Camp Woolberry, but it was like on like a tanny beigey base with speckles, like blacky browny speckles. So I think that would be really pretty to just knit into like a marled scarf or something, or knit them together and just make like a ombre Sophie shawl or Sophie shawl with or something like that. So I think that's the plan with those, and maybe it'll just be like my 2023 advent, one of my 2023 advents. So that is the Brioche Adventure. Next up, we have Billy Sweater. This is by Sari Nordlund. As always, it is never ending. I'm making this for my mom, and it is knit out of Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino in the color cream, and then this Garnton Silk Mohair in the color Natural. And I am getting through a sleeve. So I think I have, I think I have about 3 more of these big cable sections to do before I do the cuff on this sleeve, and then I will be doing the other sleeve and the neck. But I am rapidly running out of mohair, and I need to order more, but where I normally get my Sandnes garn from, Mother Knitter in Red Bank, is currently out of the color natural, which is fine. It's fine. So when they get it back in stock, I will order more, and then I will keep going on this because I want to have enough of the original dye lot of the mohair to helically knit it in on this sleeve and on this sleeve, so it kind of seamlessly transitions, because there's no way they're gonna have the same dye lot. I bought the mohair in October, so nope, not gonna have it. But I think I'm just gonna get, I was gonna just get one ball, but I think I'm gonna get two just to be on the safe side, because I still have to do the neck too, and I think the neck is folded. But I do think I'm gonna have enough knitting for Olive, which is phenomenal, because that's what I actually thought I was gonna run out of. And I think that would be the worst one to run out of, just because, I don't know why. I feel like you see more of that, or it would be a more noticeable color shift there, rather than like helically knitting with a mohair. You're not really gonna notice it. Like, I don't think I'm even gonna, like, I'm not gonna attach another ball of the heavy merino. I'm just gonna helically knit with the mohair. So there's gonna be 3 stitches every round that just don't have mohair, but who's gonna ever notice that? And I think I'm gonna do that for one full repeat, so 8 rows, and then just start with the other one. Maybe 12. Is 8 not enough? 8 might not be enough. But okay, next. What time is it? Oh shoot, I gotta go. Okay. We're picking it up. Dear Duomo, this is by Sung Hee Hong. Oh god, I'm twisted. I'm using Explorer Knits Tweed in the color Irish Goodbye, and it's from the Ireland collection, and this is where we're at. So I have split for the arms. I'm now working on the back. This might be the best it's ever looked. It does come in quite a bit on the ribbing, but I think with blocking I should be able to block it out to a normal amount. And you can see there is a bit of waist shaping. It's not completely straight down. I think I wound up adding 12 stitches maybe. So this is what it's looking like. Love it. I'm going fast through these, I'm sorry. Did not realize I've been taking my sweet time and I need to go. 2 last projects I've been working on. My dad's sweater, my dad's Marius. I'm on the ribbing. It is going to take 1,200 years. There goes my bus I meant to catch. Oops. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know I started the sleeve in November maybe. So I started the sleeve, and it's a modified Marius, so let me show you this side. He wanted a little bit of color work on the sleeves and the bottom of the sweater as well, so this was kind of my gauge swatch slash trying the sleeves just to see if I liked the design at the bottom, which I do, but I don't love how I did the increases. So I am putting this away, gonna get ripped out. And like I said, I was kind of craving just stockinette in the round, but to get to stockinette in the round, you have to do 2 inches of ribbing on 2.5mm needles. I love you so much, Dad. So this is the ribbing. I'm hoping it's going to be big enough to fit him. Now that I'm looking at this, it's squished up. It should be fine. It should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. So ribbing is there. I am knitting this out of Sandnes Garn Sisu. This color is, I think it's called medium gray heather, but the color number is 1053. Oh, is that right side out? Yeah. And then the contrast colors that I'm using for the color work are like a lighter gray and a mid blue. when I get to the color work section, I will pull out those balls and let you know what colors they are, because I don't know what they are right off the top of my head, and they have a lot of like that mid-tone blue, so I don't want to give you the wrong color. One last project. Let me scamper away and go grab it. Please do not mind me. Let me pick up all my belongings. 1 second. Semi-cleaning up while we talk. This is my last work in progress. It is my sock to replace the everyday socks because I needed a sock to knit on. I'm using another Homespun House Patreon sock set. This is from July. Shoot, am I gonna remember what the name of this pattern is? No. So it is, the colors are, Teddy is the brown, and then the main color is called Kickapoo. I don't know, I think it's coming out. It's a lace pattern by Summerly Knits. It's from the In Bloom sock set collection. That's kind of what the color looks like that. So it is very similar to Celebrate, but I kind of wanted something springy, and this was what I had available to me when I wanted to cast these on. And I really wanted to make a lace pair of socks because I've never made a pair before, and it just seems very springy. And this seemed like the best option. So, because I broke my Swift, I ordered a new one, but I broke it. So I wanted to wind up a skein that was only 50 grams rather than 100, because 100 I think I would have lost my mind. So this is my current sock whip, because I'm not casting on any more socks until I finish the ones I have, which implies that I don't cast on new socks when I finish the existing socks, but new sock, not important. And with that, I'm going to go change, get all my stuff together, maybe put my living room back together, and go to work. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking in there if you're still here with me. I hope you have a great day, great couple of weeks, and let me know what you were knitting on. If there's anything I missed in the description below, please let me know, and I will either comment it back to you, DM me on Instagram, all of the things, and I will try and get you the answer if I have it. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time. Bye.